When I first bought the property by Lake Windermere, I thought I'd found heaven on earth. It was peaceful, isolated, surrounded by oak trees and the sound of water brushing against the shore. I had worked 20 years in real estate law, saved every dime, and when I saw the listing for the 10-acre lakefront property, I didn't hesitate. There were rumors of a new housing development coming up nearby, something called Silver Pines Estates, but I wasn't too concerned. My property was zoned separately, fenced off, and clearly marked as private. The lake itself stretched across the property line, but my deed was explicit. I owned the entire lake, shoreline to shoreline, or so I thought. I wouldn't have to remind anyone of that. Everything changed one sunny Saturday morning. I was sitting on my porch with a cup of coffee, watching ducks swim by, when I saw a line of SUVs and golf carts driving down the dirt road toward my lake. I frowned. No one should be coming this way. A few minutes later, a group of loud people appeared, carrying coolers, fishing rods, and inflatable floats. At their head was a woman in oversized sunglasses, a straw hat, and an attitude that screamed "Ho Queen." She waved at me like she owned the place. "Hi there, we're just going to set up for our community lake day." I set down my cup. "Excuse me? Community lake day? This is private property." She laughed. "Oh no, you must be new around here. I'm Karen. I'm the president of the Silver Pines home. This lake is shared among community members." I raised an eyebrow. "Shared, ma'am? This lake is on my deed. It's privately owned. There are no easements or access rights for your subdivision." Her smile faded. "That's ridiculous. Our developer said this lake is community property. We pay whole fees for maintenance." I shook my head. "You've been misinformed. Your development ends at the tree line. Everything beyond that to the lake, the stalk, the trail is mine." She crossed her arms. "Well, we've always used this lake. You can't just stop people from accessing it." I stood up. "Actually, I can, and I'm asking you politely to leave." The group behind her started whispering. Karen glared at me. "You're being unreasonable. We have a neighborhood event planned. There are families coming. I'm not canceling it because some hermit thinks he owns the water." I sighed. "Ma'am, I'm not a hermit. I'm a property owner enforcing my rights. You're trespassing." Her jaw tightened. "Fine, if that's how you want to play it." She stormed off, dialing her phone furiously. I knew what was coming next. About 30 minutes later, 2 county deputies showed up. They stepped out of their cruiser, looking slightly uncomfortable. One of them, Officer Green, approached me. "Morning, sir. We got a call about a disturbance. Something about you blocking a community event." I nodded calmly. "There's no disturbance, officer. This woman is trespassing. I own this lake. Here's my deed." Karen stepped in, waving her hands. "He's lying. This lake is part of our home. We've used it for years." I handed the officer my papers. "You'll see this parcel A12B through 15AA includes the entire lake. It's been that way since the county survey in 1978. Officer Green examined it carefully. "Looks legitimate." Karen tried to peek over his shoulder. No, the developer's not." The second officer, a woman named Perez, cut her off. "Ma'am, do you have any documents showing the lake belongs to your home?" Karen hesitated. "Not on me, but everyone knows it's community property." Officer Perez sighed. "That's not how property law works." Green handed me back the deed. "Sir, you're within your rights. If you'd like, we can issue a trespass warning." Karen's face turned bright red. "This is harassment. You can't just ban us from the lake. It's literally called Silver Pines Lake." I chuckled softly. "Actually, ma'am, it's called Windermere Lake, and that name existed long before your subdivision." Karen clenched her fists. "You'll hear from our lawyers." "I look forward to it," I said calmly. The deputies politely escorted the group back toward the road. I thought that was the end of it. I was wrong. 2 days later, I woke up to the sound of hammering. When I stepped outside, I saw a group of home members building a dock on my shoreline. Karen was supervising, clipboard in hand. I walked up to them. "You're really doing this again?" Karen didn't even look at me. "We filed an HOA improvement request. We're expanding the community access area. You'll have to deal with it." I called the county zoning office immediately. Within an hour, An inspector showed up. He reviewed the property lines using his tablet and drone. Then he turned to Karen. "Ma'am, this entire structure is being built on private land. You're violating several ordinances." Karen looked stunned. "No, that's impossible. The HOA paid for this." "I suggest you stop construction immediately," the inspector said, "or you'll face fines and potential legal action." Karen refused to listen. "We'll sue. We'll prove this lake is ours." But she couldn't. A week later, county officials released the final survey. Every inch of the lake was confirmed to be within my boundary. The host developer had apparently promised access without owning the rights. The county sent an official notice to the HOA. Any further trespassing or construction would result in penalties. Karen lost it. She showed up at my gate one evening, shouting through the intercom, "You're a greedy man. You're ruining our community." I replied calmly, "You tried to take something that wasn't yours. That's not community, that's theft." She screamed, "We'll boycott you. Nobody wants to live near you anyway." I smiled.